Healthy aging, life after 70, food as medicine, natural health that actually works. Not from a doctor trying to sell you something. Not from an influencer with a ring light. From people who lived past 100 and earned every single word. This is The Art of Aging.
Hi there, welcome to the Art of Aging podcast. Let's jump in.
Healthy aging after 60 may depend more on your breakfast than your prescriptions. Someone I know was losing strength so fast he thought old age had finally caught him. Then one cheap food sitting in his refrigerator changed the way he walked, slept, and even thought. And the strangest part, most older adults have been taught to fear it for years. A man I once knew had reached the point many people over 60 quietly fear. Not a dramatic illness, not some emergency, just the slow fading that sneaks into life after 70. The kind that steals energy one small piece at a time. He stopped taking the stairs, stopped gardening, stopped laughing the same way. His mornings became heavy. His legs felt weak. Even carrying groceries felt like work. He told me one evening, sitting at his kitchen table, maybe this is just what aging feels like. And that sentence stayed with me. Because deep down, many older adults believe decline is unavoidable. That the body is supposed to shrink, weaken, and tire with every passing year. But one morning, his daughter came over and opened his refrigerator. Inside were diet yogurts, low-fat crackers, sugar-filled cereal, and almost no real protein. She looked at him and said something simple. "You're starving your muscles." The next day, she made him 4 eggs. Not expensive supplements, not some miracle powder from the internet. 4 ordinary eggs, cooked in butter with spinach on the side. And slowly, things began to change. Not overnight, this isn't magic, but within weeks, he felt steadier. His cravings dropped. He stopped snacking late at night. His energy became more stable. He even started walking farther again. And perhaps most importantly, he stopped seeing himself as fragile. Here's the truth many people over 60 never hear clearly enough. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at using protein. This is one reason muscle loss becomes so common in older adult health. Scientists even have a name for it: anabolic resistance. In simple terms, the body needs more high-quality protein to maintain muscle after 60 than it did at 30. And eggs may be one of the most powerful, affordable foods for this stage of life. 4 eggs provide complete protein. That means all the essential amino acids the body needs to repair tissue, support muscles, and maintain strength. They also contain choline, which supports brain health and memory, vitamin D for bones, B vitamins for energy, healthy fats that help you feel satisfied longer. For decades, many seniors were told eggs were dangerous because of cholesterol. But modern research has complicated that story. For many healthy people, dietary cholesterol from eggs does not affect blood cholesterol the way processed foods, sugar, and chronic inflammation do. The bigger dangers often come from ultra-processed foods, inactivity, stress, and poor sleep.
Now, that does not mean everyone should suddenly eat 4 eggs tomorrow without thinking. Some people have medical conditions or dietary restrictions that matter deeply. But the fear around eggs caused many older adults to replace real food with low-fat processed garbage, pretending to be healthy.
And the body knows the difference. Food as medicine isn't about perfection. It's about nourishment. Aging advice often becomes too complicated. Powders, programs, expensive plans. Meanwhile, some of the strongest elders in the world still eat simple foods their grandparents would recognize. Eggs, vegetables, soup, fish, beans, real butter, real meals. Simple health wisdom rarely looks flashy. So, what should someone over 60 actually do? Start slow. Maybe you begin with 2 eggs at breakfast and see how your body responds. Maybe you work toward 3 or 4 if it fits your health needs and your doctor agrees. Pair them with real foods. Spinach, mushrooms, tomatoes, oatmeal, avocado, whole grain toast. Avoid turning healthy eggs into a fast food disaster buried under processed meats and greasy oils. And timing matters too. Many seniors eat very little protein early in the day and then wonder why they feel weak by afternoon. A protein-rich breakfast can help stabilize energy and reduce overeating later. If chewing meat has become harder with age, eggs become even more valuable. They're soft, affordable, easy to prepare, and incredibly nutrient-dense. One older woman told me something beautiful. She said, "When I started eating better, I stopped feeling like I was disappearing." That's what healthy aging truly is. Not chasing youth, not pretending you're 25, but refusing to abandon yourself. Senior wellness is often built through tiny daily acts, repeated with dignity. A walk after breakfast, a glass of water before coffee, cooking instead of microwaving, choosing nourishment over fear. That is how strength quietly returns. But there's another truth hidden inside this conversation. Many people over 60 stop feeding more than their body. They stop feeding hope. Somewhere along the road, society whispers a cruel lie to older adults. You've already lived your important years. And little by little, people begin shrinking their own lives. Smaller dreams, smaller movements, smaller expectations. But the elders who age with grace often share one thing in common. They stay engaged with life. They care for themselves because they believe their presence still matters. A healthy breakfast becomes more than nutrition. It becomes a declaration. I am still here. There is spiritual power in caring for the body that carried you through decades of struggle, heartbreak, work, sacrifice, and love. Your body is not your enemy because it aged. It is your oldest companion. And maybe that's the deeper lesson hidden inside 4 eggs. Sometimes healing begins the moment we stop treating ourselves like we're already fading away. Healthy aging after 60 is not built on fear. It's built on nourishment, consistency, and respect for the body. For many older adults, eggs can provide affordable protein, brain-supporting nutrients, and steady energy that supports strength and independence. But the bigger lesson is this: life after 70 is not the end of vitality. The body still responds to care. Muscles still rebuild. Energy can still return. Hope can still grow. Food as medicine works best when it's paired with purpose. Because senior health tips mean little if the spirit has already given up. And maybe tomorrow morning, your healing begins with something as simple as breakfast. This episode is based on personal perspective, research, and shared life experience. It is not medical advice. Every person's health situation is different, especially over 60. Please consult your doctor or healthcare professional before making major dietary changes. If this episode reminded you of someone you love, send it to them. And if you believe aging can still hold strength, dignity, and wisdom, follow @Art of Aging Podcast for more conversations about healthy aging, life after 70, and the deeper meaning of growing older.